Hello again. We just left camp and we haven't walked any distance really, but
it's day 9.
Day 9.
We're gonna head up over Pinchot Pass, and we have just shy of 6-mile climb to get up there.
Right.
But it's pretty great. There's lots of little microclimates. You go through like a real lush area with a bunch of ferns, and then 20 steps later you're in this arid, dry area. But we're just commenting about how much water there is. This is an average snow year, and there's still...
This Woods Creek is still draining an incredible amount of water. So there's nothing around to show us. There's no snow. I know we'll get to a spot where we'll probably see most of the source, but at this point right now, there appears to be no source.
Yeah.
But the water is just running down this ravine. Well, we left camp about 15-20 minutes ago, starting our ascent up to Pinchot, which is just a touch over 12,000 feet. So we have roughly about 2,000, maybe 2,500 feet of elevation gain to go through this morning.
Hello. Through the aspens.
Well, the climbing continues. Got to get to just a bit over 12,000 feet to get over Pinchot Pass. We have a trail junction coming up here shortly. Sawmill Trail Junction.
One of the predominant sites we see on this trail is rock. And there's 3 major types of rock. There's igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and sedimentary rock. Curtis right now is resting his backpack.
Is sedimentary rock like Carly Simon?
No, I don't get that. Rock.
Carly Simon.
I don't get it. Carly Simon? You're dating yourself with that reference. Anyway, granite is a type of igneous rock. It's cooled magma from under the surface that has been now uplifted so we can see it. But magma is under the surface, and if it erupts from the surface, we call it lava. And then right here, it looks like we have a little bit of sedimentary rock. You can see those bands, and sedimentary rock is less common in this Sierra, but obviously there it exists. And that's when you have like layers and layers of sediment get compressed with time and pressure into rock. And so there's a chance that this rock here was once ocean floor, I don't know, maybe 250 million years ago, and has been uplifted so that now we can see it here on our way up to Pinchot Pass. We're at a junction, trail junction for Sawmill Pass. Apparently in the 1870s, there was a sawmill on a creek called Sawmill Creek. We have no clue why or how you would get the logs down to do anything with, but
the only thing it could have been was for mining and making
cabins maybe. I don't know, but thankfully there's no longer a sawmill, and so now we're gonna keep walking up to Pinchot Pass. These dark stripes in the granite are called dikes, and they're where molten magma seeped into cracks in existing rock. And so you can see where it seeped in and then solidified. Different composition, so it shows up as different color than the rocks it eked into.
Did you say magma?
Are you Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil likes magma.
Looking east. And there's north. And there's west.
We're on our way up Pinchot Pass. And those tiny little ponds, lakes, you can see tarns straight ahead. Those are the headwaters of Woods Creek, which is the river creek we've been following and camped next to.
That had the water slide.
That had the water slide. It's crazy how much more water gets added. Correct, it all gets added. We have about 1.5 more miles to Pinchot Pass.
Just under 800 feet of elevation gain.
Okay. Whew. You might be able to see a tiny little dot of Curtis in the center of the field of view, hiking away. I don't know how he walks and films like this. I have to watch every single step, trying to also watch a camera. It's probably a little much for me. But I will say, sometimes I get a little self-conscious about always being behind and a little slow. But then I remind myself, I'm out here doing it. And just because there's people of different age and size and ability, but we're out here doing it. We're all going to end up at the same place at the end of the day. So I'm actually feeling really proud of myself for being out here. This is not easy. And this is what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. And it's certainly providing that. So yeah, go me. Look at this crazy, vibrant, rusty red rock we're walking over. Awesome. We're up here at this little stream before we finalize going up Pinchot Pass, getting our last water. Thank you, Curtis, for filtering water for me.
Oh, sure.
What are your thoughts on Pinchot Pass?
Pinchot is not an easy pass. I'm not suggesting anybody's ever said that it's an easy pass. It's maybe 1,000 feet lower, maybe 900 feet lower than Forester. I'm really just guessing. I don't have the actual numbers.
Yeah, I think it's 1,100 shorter.
So we started it, well, we crossed the bridge at Woods Creek at just under 9,000 feet, like 8,900 feet. We went up a little ways and we got below 10,000 feet. So we have roughly, we had about a 2,800 foot of elevation, I think, to get up to this pass. But god dang, this one's tough.
Yeah.
This one's tough. There's a really long approach to Forester, which you rise and rise and rise, and there's some twist and turn, and then you get to the switchbacks, and then it's a bunch of switchbacks. This has got some ups and downs and some rises and some switchbacks and some other terrain, so it just makes it feel longer.
Yeah.
But we're getting water.
We're getting water. And honestly, I'm glad to hear Curtis say he thinks it's hard too, because as you heard me say just a minute ago in my video, I think this is hard. And so, good on us. Good on you, Curtis.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we just had a nice break. Got some water at this nice little tarn. It's got a good drainage to it, so good water flow. And now we're on our way up to the top of Pinchot, 1.1 miles. Still trucking along, making the way up.
Yep.
4/10 of a mile to go. Up there. Keep on trucking, baby.
Why is it so steep?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just got to make one more switchback turn. Nice work.
Oh, there's a marmot. Marmots at Pinchot Pass. You guys are gonna be on YouTube.
Where are you headed tonight?
Hi, marmot. Oh, thank you. Good posing, marmot. All right, we made it to the summit of Pinchot Pass.
Oh my gosh, that was tough.
This is 12,130 foot elevation, named after Gifford Pinchot, who was appointed by Teddy Roosevelt as the first head of the U.S. Forest Service.
And you might recognize that name in Washington State?
Yep, we have a Gifford Pinchot National Forest, Wilderness? Yeah, up where we live. And so looking to the south, we have the Woods Creek watershed that we've been traveling through for the last, day? And then looking north, we're getting into the South Fork of the Kings River watershed as our next kind of destination. And we're considering sleeping at that lake right kind of in the middle of the screen, Lake Marjorie. But depending on how we're feeling, we'll head down even further.
Yep.
Now that we have that pass behind us, I'm feeling good. Now that the uphill is over.
The uphill was just not nice.
That was brutal. I'll probably sugar up a little here, have some food, see the marmots, and then we can head on down.
We'll head on down. So, all right.
Bye.
Ciao.
Curtis called you a fatty, but we don't body shame marmots.
We don't body shame.
If you want to be chubby because you eat all the human food, then you can be. You're a good marmot. You're gonna be on my YouTube channel for marmots. You can be famous. Having a snack with some marmots, watching in the background. I'm telling you, marmot YouTube is gonna take off. It's gonna be a thing. Marmot and Pika TV. We're gonna do nothing but marmot videos and reshares of marmot video clips.
When you look back up at the pass that you just summited and then zoom back out to the area that you are, you quickly realize how small you are. On our descent from Pinchot, going to Lake Marjorie, which isn't this lake in the foreground, but just a little to the right, is our first potential destination. For those that know, those are good colors. Golly, it's almost unreal. Does everybody hear the American pipit?
I hear it.
Of course you do. Camp for the night, Lake No Name.
Yep, north of.
One lake north of Marjorie. Took us a bit to find the spot. The cold was coming in, but we got behind some trees that should help. We found a camp at Lake No Name. 6 o'clock. Had dinner. Almost time to call it a night. Mike, check, Mike. Mike, check, Mike.
Okay, perfect. This is perfect. Okay. That's lovely. Okay, we're at an unnamed lake just north of Lake Marjorie. We went 7.6 miles today.
Literally just north because Lake Marjorie is just over that little rise.
Yeah, we were going to camp there, but it was full.
Yeah.
So we came down a lake, which is fine. It's pretty no one else around here. So we have now hiked 80 miles.
What? Say it again.
80.
Wow.
Which sounds like a lot, except what do you think? We have 240 total to go. It's like not much. So anyway, 80 miles. And today it dawned on me that you see the world in photographs. Like I think when you look out, you see images and photography. And I see like living things.
I see dead trees.
You don't see dead trees.
Well, there's plenty of dead trees.
I see like living things, and I think about cells and metabolism and evolution and classification. And I think when you look out at all of this awesomeness, you see imagery, which I'm thankful for.
There's a look out, the giant gray squirrel.
Oh yeah, we got some wildlife happening in front of us.
God.
So anyway,
Well, thanks.
it's a little chilly because the sky's kind of overcast the other direction. It looks blue behind us right now.
And the mountain behind us is quite tall, and so the sun has gone down behind it.
Yes, but the sky looks blue over that way. But if we flip the camera, flippy, you'll see how it's pretty overcast, dark, gray.
Kind of ominous,
Yep.
depending on who you are.
There's a breeze, so it's actually I'm a little cold. I want to get tucked in. Early to bed for me.
I'm ready to go for another walk.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm going to go walk down there. There's an outlet for this lake. I want to see if there's fish.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Later.